it's me, Mr. Macy's. And boy, do I have a treat for you today. We're going to take a look inside Unsanctioned. Hello everyone, this is Big Red coming to you with another unboxing. Sorry it's been so long, but it's been so long since I've been able to actually get a hold of another product. So today we're going to be taking a look at unboxing and what therefore is in. So, first and foremost, here's the box. We have a squirrel versus, I guess that would be an ogre. It says Unsanctioned, an unruly head-to-head fight club, age 13 plus. So, let's take a look. So, it looks like we got some dice, some tokens, some decks, and everything. And we have 10 ridiculously gorgeous full art lands with 5 in premium foil. Very, very pretty. You can pick this up at your local game stores and your local Walmart for $50-something. Highly recommend supporting your local game store if you can. We're going to do some surgery here and crack this bad boy open. Yeah, we're just gonna, yes, that fine plastic, excuse me. Has any of you all got to play any of this stuff yet? I played a little bit of it earlier tonight with some friends. I definitely have to say, in my opinion, white is really good, and blue seems pretty good. Blue seems alright. There was a few things that I was kind of confused about, especially the in the green deck. It's the old bogey. We actually had to look up rules on it and how therefore it works. Alright, so here we are. We're taking off the very sturdy lid, very cardboardy inside. I do have to say right off the bat, before we even look at the cards, I do like the sides of this. We're going to take this tray out and take a good look here, because I'm going to give you an in-depth look. This is the look that you come for when you really want to see what's on the inside, the box itself. This looks really good. There's some scratchiness to it, and each side is a little different. I really like that. It has like all the ridiculously evil stuff in it. So, very nice. Okay, now let's take a look at our contents there is. First, we'll get this out of the way. This is just like a little booklet and everything. It'll tell you a little bit more about the product. It's going to do everything I'm going to do, and it'll have a deck list. You're going to need to hold this, because the way this works is you take out your box when your friend comes over. You pick 2 decks, and then your friend picks 2 decks, and then you mix them together. You shuffle them up, and these are your decks, and then you play them. So there are some artifacts in here, so that's why you need the deck list to figure out what goes back where. Okay, one of my biggest things was whenever I was looking at it, of course you can find the deck list and stuff, but these dice, I like the colors of them. I think they're really pretty, really gorgeous dice. I hope you can see those. I hope my hands ain't too crazy. But anyways, they're kind of like a clear metallic. I don't know if you can see it on there, but I can. You can see through partial bits of the dice, and the numbers are catty-cornered instead of straight up and down like normal. So I do like these. These are nice. Let's stick those right there. This right here will wait to the very last to get to that, because of course that's what we all want to get to. So alright, first starting off, we're going to be looking at the red deck, and I'm going to sit this off to the side and pull in a deck at a time. So alright, let's crack this plastic up and get through that freshness and nummies. Trash. Throw that trash away. There we go. Alright, so I ain't going to spend too much time on these, because we're talking about a long video there. If you want to get the game and play it, I highly recommend it. Honestly, if you and your friend are particular about colors, pick up 2 of them. You'll enjoy the lands, they'll be worth it, and that way you both don't have to worry about colors. Alright, Blast from the Past, you got some nice stuff there. Boom Stacker Goblin, that was a very interesting for me. I accidentally shook the table, lost all the dice on those. Infinite Elemental, that is a reprint from the last unset. Pointy Finger of Doom. This is one of the new legendaries. This is Stack Draconic Profeeder. Reader. There we go. I'll get there eventually. 6 mana, 4/4 with flying, some other really good abilities. I highly recommend picking this up. We played it. We really enjoyed it, especially with me being a bigger guy. Getting underneath the table was a little rough, but we made it work. This is the one that comes with Scissor Lizards. I did buy this in particularly just for the lands and, of course, the Scissor Lizard, Paper Tiger, and Rock Lobster. These are the, in particular, ones that I want. So that way I can play Paper, Rock, Scissors to see who goes first in our Magic the Gathering games. I know a lot of us older veteran Magic players used to do it back in the day, and we always thought it was really fun. It just gives you a different way other than just rolling dice to pick from. All right, this is our white deck. Honestly, I'd love to get a playmat of this right here, the Flavor Judge, the chicken with the referee. I really like this if you're a big fan of Fable. I played Fable, and they got a run on about chicken jokes and stuff, and I'm one of the judges at my shop, so this right here I thought was really funny. It really speaks to my character, a little chicken and judge. Frankie Peanuts, I think that's a new one. That is very interesting, and I'm going to show you guys a lock that really hurt me tonight. Look at me, I'm DCI. That's cool. Okay, so these two cards together just really locked me out of a game. So this right here, it says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may ask target player a yes or no question. If you do, that player answers the question truthfully and abides by that answer, if able, until the end of turn. This says until the end of turn, and this turn effects don't end. So, excuse me, didn't mean to cough. So what he asked me one turn, I didn't see him put this out, or didn't pay no attention because we're all laughing and stuff. He asked me, he's like, will you attack? And I was like, okay, well, it's his turn, so no, I won't attack. So it's like, okay. So this is one of those questions that's like, if I say yes, then I have to attack, which could lead me into losing some creatures if it's happened during my turn. So since this carried over, I said no, I wouldn't attack, and it led into this really long, stalled out game. But it was a lot of fun. We have Sword of Dungeons and Dragons back. Comes in the white one. Owl was pretty good. MC, that was a fun card to play. I don't think we've ever seen Go to Jail. And these decks are decent. Yeah, Paper Tiger, there we go. But I definitely think that some more time in their construction could have been thought out. The games that I had, or at least the games that I felt like I had, really felt lacking. I felt like there was a lot of dead cards that just didn't really play off some of the decks. And it could have just been my play style too, but I think out of just the unset, there was some cards that could have been thrown in that would have been really good for this. Alright, now we're on to the black. I appreciate whoever there is out there watching this. If you don't mind, leave me a comment below. Let me know if it's anyone that I know. I'd like to give a personal thanks to anyone that's watching this. That it just makes me feel like this is a little worthwhile. I know I'm just a small channel, little guy, but I do this for fun, and I enjoy doing these little videos, even if it's just me doing it and just speaking my open mind. But let me know this isn't a waste of time, but I appreciate it, guys. So this card right here, the Enter the Dungeon, 2 mana, and basically you play a sub game underneath the table. I used this twice. One once, which was nice, and the other time I lost, which is really unfortunate. There's another Mox. Honestly, I wouldn't mind throwing this in a commander deck. I don't think it's too broken. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to show you guys something that blew my mind today. After I get done trying to just go through this deck here, because I want to show you the cards, and I know some of you will probably slow down and look at them, but for the most part, we're all here for the same thing. We're here for the lands, and I'm going to save that for last. So one of my friends I was playing with, he said that he could get this out on turn 2, and I was like, there's no way. Maybe if he turned one pack tutor and then got something out of the pack. I could understand it. But he's like, no, just with these 2 cards, it's fine. And I read them and read them and read them and could not figure it out. So I'm going to read it to you, and Men's let me know if you figured it out quicker than I'm going to tell you. So for 1 mana instant speed, open a sealed magic booster pack. Reveal the cards and put one of them into your hand. Inferior spawning 3, so on and so forth. It's an 11 drop. Flying for Strike Trample Haste. This spell costs 3 less to cast for each card you've revealed this turn. When it enters the battlefield, you may say, I'm here. If you do, it deals 3 damage to target player. So, what happens, I'm sure a lot of you, if you have 2 black mana, okay, turn 2, pack tutor. You reveal the whole pack. That's 15 cards revealed in theory. So 15 times 3 is 45. So this costs 45 less. So you just have to play 1 black, and you have a 9/9 first strike, flying, haste, trample on turn 2. That is dumb and ridiculously good. I don't understand how that managed to slip in, but if that's wrong, then forbid me from saying it's right, because that just seems busted. Some of the cards in here are really fun. Honestly, I think the green is probably the strongest in my opinion. From the games that I did get to play with it, I really liked the bingo because I totally misread it. I thought you had to get all 9 squares, and then it got plus 9/9. But now it's you get plus 9/9 for each row that's connected. So you only need to get 3 numbers connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 7, 3, 6, or 7, 5, 2. You know, it's just any of those, and boom, you're good. Or any of those. It was really just crazy. So, Old Bogey, that is one of those that you're going to need to look up how to play it, because none of us knew. Pippa, Duchess of Dice. I never got to see that one. Squirrel Farm, that seems interesting. Surgeon General Commander / General. Timmy Power Gamer. I think that's a new one. I like some of these silver bordered. I didn't get to play with any of the green tonight. Wish I could have got to do some of that Outgrow Squirt. That's pretty good. Squirrel. And that's a squirrel too. Oh, that's cool. A squirrel up there. They stuck that up there on purpose. This was a fun one. I really think if they would have made the forest like that, your unland, I think that would have been really pretty, really nice, honestly. Alright, to our last pack. This is the blue pack. Let's see. I knew there was an opening on here somewhere. Alright. Alexander Clemilton. I never got to use his ability, because unless you do blue-red, it's just really hard to get. Avatar of Me. Bob, that won me my sub-game underneath the tables, but I never actually got to play it up top. Chicken a la King. That was pretty good. Never got to use that one. Some of these I think would be really good in a regular commander deck. This one really tested me today. So, like, I thought that you could play this just by converted mana cost. So if it's 4, you think of anything with 4, and I mean, that would be easy and great. But the fact of the matter was that you had to match the converted mana cost exactly. So that was kind of rough. I did get to sneak in a cheaty face, which was pretty good. Common Courtesy helped me out a lot in my games. And Ring of Bell. I thought that was fun. There's our Rock Lobster. This one right here is an awful card. I highly recommend. Do not play this card. It was so rough. It wasn't even funny. Some of the games that we had, people were drawing in their end step. They was untapping during their main phases. It was rough. We'll put it there. Alright, so these are our main cards that we wanted out of this. We wanted our Rock Lobster, Paper Tiger, Scissor Lizard. So we did wind up getting 2 boxes just so we could have our set. But now, this is for the pack that we all know that you really want to come and see, honestly. The young cards are fun. They're fun little decks, and honestly, I wouldn't mind tweaking them myself and making them better. And there's no harm in that. I think you could. I think you'd be able to, and do just fine with it, honestly. And there's no harm in that. Do that. I think it'd be very nice. Well, I can tell you now, these lands are really gorgeous. So I'm going to try to do the tokens first, because we want to save the best for last. Are these reversed? Okay, they are reversed. So we have our Beebles into our dragon. Beeble into a dragon, Beeble into a dragon, Beeble into a squirrel, Beeble to a squirrel, Beeble to squirrel, Beeble to squirrel. Our giant teddy bear. I actually really like the giant teddy bear one. I like the art on that a lot. With a goblin on the back end, goblin on the back, and we have our acorn stash. Very nice. I like those tokens. Okay, now I'm going to kind of sort them. Okay, so this is our plains. We'll start with the plains. This is the non-foil. The gold does not light up as much in this one as it does with the other one, but it's still kind of nice. Okay, I will give it credit. The plains does look a lot better in person than I gave it online. Online, I felt like that's all I was looking for, so now that I actually got a little bit of sky, I kind of like it better. The islands, they always do really good on the islands. I like the islands a lot. In this set, it's not my favorite, though, but it is definitely a top. The swamp probably is my favorite by far, just because to me this looks like the Tim Burton tree off of Sleepy Hollow. I really liked the tree. And the mountain is really pretty. I like the mountain. I see the throwback that they did to it. A lot of us make fun of it and say it looks like cheese. And you have the forest. The forest looks good. It definitely has like a Minecraft kind of feel to it. So if you're into Minecraft, I think you'll like this forest a lot. And then we'll move on to the foils. So with the foils, the gold outlay, however you want to call it, really sticks out. I wish they would have got rid of this black border and maybe done like maybe a gold border or something, or just stretched it on out. But that gold border really, man, it really makes it stand out. Then you have the island. The island is really pretty. The foiling in the background, though, it doesn't stick out too much. The clouds, I feel like, have more foiling on them than anything. The forest, honestly, or the swamp, honestly doesn't even look foil. The gold outlay is the thing that makes this thing look foil. Outside of that, it's just so dark you can't tell. So if you're one of these people that want the foil, the swamp is probably the least foily so far, in my opinion. But the gold patterns really stand out for it. Same thing for the mountain, like that little bit of sky back there, and that it's kind of sticking out. But outside of that, the lands really aren't that shiny. Anything that's white and bright colored, like the sky back there, is a little shiny. But outside of that gold lay right there, that is what's going to be your $5 and $6 difference. Outside of that, I don't see much foiling on the lands. Let's get two of them and stick them side by side. Let's get the plains. The plains is definitely the brightest, so we'll check them out. This is a side-by-side take on them, and honestly, sitting here in front of it, if it wasn't for the gold lay, I could not tell you a bit of difference on this, other than that one little thing. But outside of that, guys, that's it. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm also going to be doing a D&D Dungeon Mayhem review here in just a little bit, so I'm going to be putting that up as well. I hope you guys like this, and guys, don't forget, check in every now and then. I do videos all the time, and we'll see you all next time.